Hello, everybody, and welcome here inside of Utah Motorsports Campus in Grantsville, Utah, just northwest of the city of Tooele, and just about west of the Salt Lake City Metro, just south of the Great Salt Lake. Glad to have you all with us here in Mormon territory. It's Utah. Dun, 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 dun. I was told by random to do that. And we would like to welcome you out in the middle of absolutely freaking nowhere. It's the Maverick Utah E-Prix as we get set to go for the second to last round of the Maverick of the Hankook E-Cup Series as we prepare for the final stop on our schedule before the finale up just a little bit over state lines. And we also got a couple of our helpers here on the racetrack. Nephi and Levi with their Book of Mormon because they want to feel like they're doing something. Nephi will be greeting our winner in Victory Lane today with the Honeycomb Trophy to signify the state of Utah, the Beehive State. The winner of this one will get the Golden Honeycomb, which, like I already said, the Beehive State. In fact, Utah's highway signs are actually a literal fucking beehive. I have been to Utah. I saw the signs for myself, and I was like, why are they beehives? Anyway, with that being said, let's take a look at your Hankook driver spotlight here in the second to last race before the finale at Boysen Motorsports Park. Starting off with Raffy's, still looking for his second win. He's also an overdrive driver with a somewhat realistic shot to get into that championship hunt going into Boysen next week. He currently sits about five or so points behind Rapid, his team boss. Raffy's does need to win today, though, to get into that conversation next week. However, his championship hopes are not dead just yet. Why are you idiots jumping on the car? Anyway, next one up is Random, who's currently your points leader. He has to, a win today would pretty much all but hand him the trophy early. He does, however, have to survive first. He hasn't been the greatest on road courses this season. However, he does end up doing better as the race goes on. Late race, usually he's one to watch toward the end. And then finally, we're going to be looking at, I'm going to say we're going to have Court as our third Hankook driver spotlight here. Mostly for the fact that he's finally decided to show up to a frickin' race, for one. But for two, he's always one to watch on road courses. He's a very, very, very quick driver. Recently got released from Perez Motorsports, but he's still racing today because, he's an overdrive driver, so I'm letting him drive as a free agent, but that's all right. With that being said, these are your three drivers that we're going to keep our eye on today. And here from the Beehive State, here in Utah, just north of the town of Tooele and west of the city of Salt Lake City. Glad to have you all with us here, but it's finally time to go. The last race of the season before the finale next week, and it should be a good one here in the Salt Flats. Drivers, are you ready? As always, because of Roblox's dumbass update, we are relying on the Discord chats here. Thanks, Roblox. You're real fucking good at your job. If you would have had better moderation, we wouldn't be in this situation. But hey, what do I know? I'm just some moron on the internet. Also, we're trying to fix the Roblox window. I'm sorry to those who were watching the live stream there. The live stream was a little bit wonky as a result. But alright, we got that fixed. So anyway, don't mind the uniform there. We got 6 drivers here today. Today's race will be 40 laps. Should be a good one. Drivers should be all ready to go. Let me double check just one more time. Let me double check the VC chat. And yeah, that seems good enough for me. So anyway, Yanov posted something weird in the VC chat. I'm not even gonna bother. Alright, we are gonna be going with the lights today. Because there is a light structure here. In fact, Yanov, I promised that you could do it. So just do it whenever you're ready. Pay attention to the light tower here. Where is Yanov, anyway? Oh. Oh. Oh, no, never mind. I think what was going on is he wanted to do the 6-7 countdown thingy. But I do need somebody to do the lights, though, because I'm currently in cinematic mode right now, or whatever the heck this camera is called. Just do it whenever you're ready. Everyone seems to be ready to go. Just say start. Yeah, just say start in chat. That's all you gotta do. Alright, the lights are on. There are 3 of them here. 3 lights. And we are ready to go at Utah Motorsports Campus as they roar off into Turn 1. It's the Maverick Utah E-Prix on Perez Sports Network as they barrel off. And the heavy braking zone here going into Turn 1. Quart goes wide into the sand. And they are going to mostly survive the first couple of corners. They did get into a little bit of contact. This is a tough circuit to go around. The elevation changes here are really difficult to navigate around, but this is the battle between Quart and Raffies. Raffies slamming the door on the one as they go into the heavy braking zone. This part of the circuit caught a lot of people off guard last season. Doesn't look like to be much of a difference here. And they're going to give a warning to the number 4. That is Rapid Skill for forcing people off the racetrack. And up into the... Oh, and an ass pack from Sushi as she gets into the back of Blen. And there's a 3-car battle here for the final 3 spots. The battle for 4th raging on here. And the leader of the first lap will appear to be Quart unless Raffies gets a run on him coming onto the final corner. And that will conclude lap number 1 here. And it is not 100 laps. Last season's race was about 35 laps, and that was too short for the drivers, so we upped the distance this year. And the battle for first still raging on. Raffies looking to the back of the 1 car. As Quart just tries to pull away here. And we're going to take a look toward the back again. Blen and Rapid fighting here. This is Medic Racing Team versus Shark Motor Club. I had a bit of a brain fart there. Sorry. And to the bottom, and a really clean move there by the 4 as he took the bottom. He had the leverage going through the corner, and it worked out. They're going to come up the uphill section, coming into this little corkscrew. This got a lot of drivers off guard last year, but they kind of actually go through relatively easily. It's a lot more easier to handle when the drivers are a little bit spread out. And now onto the front stretch here. Quart, your leader. Raffies second. Championship leader, Regent third. And he's not safe. I think really the only way Rapid could probably lock up this championship is with a win today. Rapid is behind him, which will still kind of give him a little bit more leeway to work with. However, you know, it's only an incremental gain. Third place gives you 15 points. So Random would be leading the championship by 25 points. That would be very difficult for Rapid to get catch up with in that instance if the race were to end right now. However, never say never. A win, a pole, and Random having to do something else that day would give Rapid the championship in that situation. So we're keeping an eye on the standings as they go by. Of course, we'll keep you constantly updated as Random gets loose into the corkscrew. He is, however, catching up to Quart. What happened to Quart? Did he cut the corner? Seems like he got a limiter and a half right there as he is well behind Raffies, and Quirk goes wide. He's having massive problems in the final sector. And it's probably lag doing him in as it's done all season. Oh, by the way, we forgot to change the thingies here. So everybody but Sushi in the field right now is a playoff driver. Although, to be fair, the only ones really, I think Blen, Quirt, and Quirt are pretty much eliminated from championship contention. They are still overdrive drivers, but the only three we really need to watch out for, I would say, is probably Raffies, Regent, and Rapid. Those are the three drivers that we're keeping our eye on the most. Blen and Quirt are mathematically eliminated from championship contention because Quirt decided he did not want to show up the last couple of weeks, so I'm a little ticked off. I was hoping he would get the title. It also does tick me off that we have had a lower driver count as a result. But all 5 playoff drivers are in the field. Sushi's the only non-playoff driver, but she is struggling. She is currently 8 points back from Blen, who's sitting in 5th place. And Sushi has gone off the track. Just gone horribly wrong in the corkscrew there. Blen looking for the pass. That was legal. That was 2 tires still there on the rumble strips. And so the 4 and the 16 are going to battle here. By the way, Blen's scheme, kind of a pioneer. RFK Racing, among Colleague Racing as well, will be given the Greg Biffle font for their Daytona 500 entries coming up in February. So that'll be a lot of fun to look at. Actually, I don't know if they said it was going to be for the season or if it was just going to be the Daytona 500, but yeah, remember Lime Rock. That was not a good one. Although the curbs here are a lot better than Lime Rock, though, so that's the only difference. Still, that model was a massive miss. I should have just taken the less detailed model and just, like, added some trees and stuff to it. That would have been a lot better, because that model actually wasn't that bad. Oh, dear God, here comes Rapid. He's going to use the 16 into the corkscrew, or use the corkscrew to get by the 16. Beautiful move there by that number 4. And that's why he's a championship contender right now. That number 4 car, he's been getting better as the season progressed. He does have, we're looking at the standings here, he does have a win on the year, 2 poles as well. The 4 loose in the corner. And I think that might have been just a little bit of incidental contact there. Probably could have been avoided, but we're going to take a look at our leader, Raffies. He's not safe. Wirt, as long as he doesn't make any mistakes, he should get back up to that number 1 car in due time. This is your Uma Masame onboard camera. And look where he's at, into the heavy braking zone, one of the many hairpins on this racetrack. There are a lot of overtaking opportunities in this place. They'll come up near the corkscrew. I think there's like an actual official name for it. We'll get that. I'm actually going to get a diagram put up on my screen here. Uh-oh, he got a limiter. He's got the limiter. Well, that's a very good way to kill a run, and Raffy's probably chuckling at himself there. By the way, that corkscrew section is actually called the Attitudes. So take with that what you will. Well, they're coming on to the backstretch up near Sunset Bend. This is Raffy's currently your leader by over 3 seconds as Quirt gets a little bit of a bad entry into the corner. Look at Random, who's up into 3rd place. Remember, championship leader. He's trying to get as many points as he can. I don't really know if he's trying to really lock up the championship here, but Rafi's currently in a situation that he's at. Let's take a look here at what the points would be if he did win this race. Rafi's also qualified on pole. That is also something to keep in mind. So he does have some bonus points. 51, okay, so 30, so that would be... So right now, if Rafi's were to win this race and Random were to finish third, that would put Rafi's only 10 points behind Random. So that would really light up the championship battle, because Rafi's does have those bonus points from qualifying on pole. He's currently sitting tied with his team boss, Rapid, in points. But that's still some really good points there for Shark Motor Club, either way. Those 5 bonus points do actually put them they actually put them above the 100-point mark in the gap between them and Perez Motorsports. And Gianna's had a crash out about that. Ever since she saw the team standings, she has been crashing out since Shark Motor Club took that points lead in the team's championship. And right now, Shark Motor Club, it's all but confirmed. They're going to get that championship. What a turnaround from Floridian Racing Club. The acquisition by Rapid, he has turned it into a championship organization. But the guy that we're looking at right now, Wind River Racing driver. Wind River Racing may not be doing so hot in the Owners' Championship, but the Drivers' Champion is most likely going to be a Wind River Racing car. If Rafi's doesn't win this race, keep in mind, Random wins this race, he more than likely locks up the championship today, but Rafi's winning will put him in an opportunity to win the championship as well. And keep in mind, this guy's a rookie. A win today for Rafi's, no matter what, would probably lock up the Rookie of the Year championship for him. And the number 4 has, speaking of Shark Motor Club, the verbal being given here. Actually, you know what? I think no matter what happens today, Rafi's has locked up that Rookie of the Year. So that is definitely something to applaud there. Your rookie's champion, if you will. But look at this. The original championship favorite, Quirt, the regular season points champion, had a 100-point gap at the end of the regular season. Heading into overdrive, he has choked it away, the biggest choke in the history of the Electric Racing Tour through 4 seasons. And Rafi's still in the lead. He's led every lap so far today. I think there was one lap he didn't have the lead. But we have to start wondering when pit stops are going to start coming into play here. And we have a battle. We'll take a look at that 3.467 as well. And here they go. Onboard camera with Quirt. He's going to go to the inside. Has that Red Bull right where he wants him. It's a battle between the Umamasame Ford and the Red Bull Toyota. And Sushi is officially parking it. So we're now down to 5 drivers, which is about our average anyway. And Quirt fucks it up going in through the final couple of corners. And he's going to come out of release still in second place. What a good bout of defending there by Rafi's in the final 3 corners there, as they're going to continue to fight going in through Sunset Bend. And now Quirt's going to have the outside. Rafi's with the faster lane. That was legal. He had 2 on the racing surface. Shut up. Just shut up. And look at where Quirt's at right now. He's still hanging tough. This is looking like that Felipe Nasr versus, who was that? He used to... Oh, yeah, Jack Aitken, because he used to race in Formula 2. That's where I knew him from. It's like Felipe Nasr versus Jack Aitken all over again. If you watch the 24 Hours of Daytona and watch the battle in the hypercar class in the final 20 minutes, I'm still a little bit upset that Aitken couldn't close in. He kind of choked that one away, but good job on Felipe Nasr for winning the hypercar class, by the way. But it's looking like that right now, except for 20 minutes left in the race. There's about approximately, I would probably say, 40 minutes left. I wonder if we should start doing timed races on road courses. I bet that'd be a lot of fun. It'd be different, that's for sure. On the near side here comes Quart. He's going to go around the inside, and Raffies no longer has the lead, but he is fast through this section. And who knows, Quart might choke it away in the corkscrew section up toward the Attitudes. And here they are coming up toward the Black Rock hairpin. He's going to come in on the heavy braking zone. Here comes Raffies to the back. We're going to go on board with Funny Raffies. Coming into that downhill section in the right hook. And now they'll come in onto Witchcraft. This is the start of the second, or approaching the start of the third sector. Coming in through the Attitudes. Quart chokes it. Here comes Raffies coming in through the Attitudes. And onto Tooele. They're going to enter the third sector. The Black Rock hairpin. That's the name of it, Black Rock. And they're going to say an illegal overtake on Quart. So here comes Raffies. He'll come in through. He'll continue to lead that lap. He got lucky off the official's call. But that's okay, because Quart is going to round up for another overtake opportunity. He chokes it. Raffies sticking to the middle. He'll go up to the top of the racetrack. Contact going into the braking boards. And Quart will try it again. He'll stay on the race. No, he will not. He'll get loose. Number one, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. That's okay, because you got the limiter anyway. And Raffies is going to get the lead back. And wonder how long he'll keep it for. Quart continues to shoot himself in the foot on every overtaking opportunity he gets. Raffies is just getting lucky off some of the track's antics. And as they come in through the Attitudes, and it's just kind of a game of whether or not Quart's going to hit the limiter in the Attitudes there, entering Sector 3. No, Raffies has not wrapped it. Not even close. Well, I mean, unless Quart continues to do what he's doing here. And also, you got to remember, also pit stops might be coming up as well. Well, that's really the only battle we have going on. Rapid's currently sitting in 5th place. Blen is not quite safe from him, but he is a couple of corners ahead of that number 4 car. So, and that battle, I don't know when it'll rage again, but it's inevitable. That number 7's not going to be able to hold off that number 1 for long. Right now, Quart kind of only has him, like, he's kind of been beating everyone, including himself today. He's kind of been making a lot of careless mistakes on the racetrack that's cost himself, it's kind of cost himself time on the hunt to catch up to Raffies. And like we said, Quart is mathematically out of it in the championship hunt, but he's still trying to collect as many points as he can. A win today would most likely propel him above Rapid and No, it would not, actually. I apologize. It would not propel him above Rapid and Raffies, but it would get him pretty close. And I think, honestly, the second... Yeah, and they're going to give a 1 out of 3 to the number 4 as well. Rapid has been given multiple warnings on corner cuts today, I think. And Random also trying to catch back up, but he's lost a lot of time. Let's see what the split is when they come across the line. Quart is still there by about a second and a half. So let's see what happens. And it's 18, almost 19 seconds at the line if you round up. Well, it's not been a chaotic race, but it's also not been the most entertaining, aside from the occasional battle for the lead here. Usually they say the mid-pack is where all the action happens. That's not been the case at all today. Look at this! Court finds speed coming out of the corner. He'll go to the inside. He keeps himself legal there. Technically, all 4 tires on the racing line. We do consider the curbs part of the racetrack in this league. And Raffies uses the speed going into the attitudes. Sliding out of it just a little bit. Raffies trying to get to the back of that number 1 car. Raffies goes a little wide, but not really anything that should harm him too much. And they're going to come into the final couple of corners here. Going in through wind up and release. Lap number 15. We're approaching about, I want to say, 25 laps or 26 laps to go on this one. 25 to go next time by. And we have been racing for a solid about 21 minutes or so. Cup race has been lasting about an hour or so on average. That's not including practice and qualifying. They're going to come into the heavy braking zone. Raffies usually does get some pretty decent speed in this section of the racetrack, especially in the attitudes up there. So let's see what that number 7's got. He's still right there in striking distance. And Raffi's actually lost time going in through the attitudes there. So let's see. Unless Quirt either, hits the limiter, I think that's the only way Raffi's is going to get up to him. I don't know if the draft is quite there. And Raffi's overshoots the corner coming in through windup. And coming out of release, it's not much better. Quirt is going to lead the lap again. And a 4.7 second split at the line. I'm having a stroke. Someone call 911. 76, yeah. It's not the other number though, so it doesn't count. Well, this race is boring. Again, this track is actually, we got a battle going on now. Rapid is catching up to Blen. So this could be a potential battle for the 4th place spot. Execute order 66. So this could be something to watch out for. It's also worth mentioning that these guys are getting closer to Random. Right now, that championship battle is between Random and Rapid. That's the driver he was expressing the most concern about heading into this race. He wanted to try to finish ahead of Rapid, but right now, Raffies is still also in a really good point spot. Sorry. I'm trying to calculate what that's looking like right now. News in the Southern Hemisphere, Sierra 5-1 against Ferroviario. Well, take a look at this. That number 4 car still catching up here the best he can. He's definitely gained some time over Blen. That's about where they were. It's not really... We do still have that battle. I'm keeping my eye here. Blen is in a little bit of trouble here. That number 4 is definitely the faster car. And we're coming up into the halfway mark of this race. Oh, the 4 has a little bit of wheel hop on those curbs. Those are some dangerous curbs right there. Well, this is so far been a really good race. By the way, I think this will remain on the schedule. However, we can't call it Utah Motorsports Campus anymore. The track is now called Burt Brothers Motor Park for some reason. Apparently, the name changed last March. Yeah. This place has gone through 3 different names now. When it opened in 2006, it was called Miller Motorsports Park, and then in 2015 they called it Utah Motorsports Campus, and now it's called Burt Brothers Motor Park, which makes no sense. But hey, I'm not I'm not the one who owns the track. So that gap is closing between Blen and Rapid Skill. We're on board here. This is your Golf onboard camera. Here at the Maverick, I think if there were more drivers in the race, this race would be a lot more interesting. But unfortunately, hopefully next season will be a lot better. We got a lot of Maverick E-Truck Series drivers that are going to be coming up into Cup next year. That's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to have pretty good fields in both the Truck and Cup Series. Honestly, I think I probably should have held off on hosting the Truck Series until next season, because I don't know if it was the right call to do that this season, but because we had a lot of truck drivers this past season, and we're going to get some more coming in as well, which will be pretty cool. We got some drivers that are waiting until next season, so should be a good one. Finale is next week. March 1st is the start of the new season, so if you're tuning in here on PSN and you would like to get involved, signups will be opening on February 1st. Following the checkered flag of the race at Boysen Motorsports Park, following the conclusion of the Taco John's Crossroads Classic. Truck signups and Cup license applications will be opening. Of course, your tryout period will be from February 1st until the end of the race at, let me see what our schedule's looking like for Season 5. From February 1st at the end of the Taco John's Crossroads Classic at Boysen Motorsports Park next week. From the checkered flag drops on that to when the first practice begin, or so when the practice session begins at what is, I'm gonna say until the end of the the Proto Steel 130 at Perez Motorsports Campus is the regular season finale. So you have then until May 23rd to sign up. From from February 1st to May 23rd will be the tryout period for the Cup Series. So should be a good one though. We got a 26 race calendar coming up, including a couple of 2 weeks coming up as well to speed the season along during the summer months. Oh no, Rapid just jumped out of his car. Caution is out. I'm going to also say that's a 1 out of 3 as well. Unless Rapid, I don't know what's going on there. So race back to the line. Caution is out. Also, please be careful of the beached car there on that right side of the track. Coming out of the corkscrew. Please be careful of that beached car in that corner. How many races has been affected for Quirt because of yellows? Yes, it is Slock time. You're right. Yes, it is 1 out of 3. So that will put him at 2 out of 3. Rapid was given a 1 out of 3 for multiple warnings earlier. Pit road is open, by the way. Thank God, finally there's a caution. I thought we would never get one. Well, that just made things a whole lot more interesting. So pit road is open. Line up on the white line there if you are going in. Rapid skill is not a lap down, by the way. I will still give him that lap back. So just line up near that white line if you're coming into pit road. I wonder where everybody was at on fuel anyway. All right, are we ready to go? Please do not kill each other in pit road. That's all I ask. Oh, well, just somebody died. Random has been saying for the last couple of weeks that Shark Motor Club has a vendetta against him. Rapid's kind of just not really proven the allegations false on that with that incident there. And we got people coming out of pit road. Raffies is going to beat Court out of pit road. Blen is actually going to beat Court out of pit road. What the heck? Well, Raffies won the race off pit road, and then it was Blen, and then it was Quirt. Woo! I'd say we're all ready to go for this one. Yeah, Raffies, Blen, Quirt, Rapid, and Random is your order. Random had a pretty crappy performance on pit road. We call that the Daniel Suarez experience. Oh, wait, you're going to respawn? Okay. So, Rapid jumped out of his car, which brought out the caution. Pit speed was supposed to be 46, yeah. Or thereabout, I guess, yeah. Alright, so we got one that's not ready. It was Raffies that said NR. So 27, just line up behind the 1. You'll be alright. Why did you click downshift? Or did you accidentally do that? Well, even then, if you jump out of a car, if you jump out of your car, it's still a 1 out of 3. Whether it was accidental or intentional. You might have broken speed. If you think you have broken speed, then just go down to the limiter at the end of the pit road, just in case. I have a wheel with paddles too. Except the only difference is I don't think I can take those off. I haven't used my wheel in a long time, actually. I haven't. I need to. I'll probably play R Factor after this when I put up points and stuff. Alright, I think we're all ready to go. Raffies is back. Blen fixed his speed. Okay. Once I change laps, we'll get going. I will. I promise. I will. I need to get some money first. Because if I end up liking the game, then I'm probably going to drop $1 million. Oh, caution's out. Court is freaking dead. Caution is out. Race back to the line. Cautions breed cautions, and that's an example. Blen is your leader. Take me to your leader. Second caution of the day, and they're going to give the 1 a 1 out of 3 for what? I'm just curious. I don't know what the yellow was, or what the 1 out of 3 is for. Attempted murder. Are you serious? Like, he's the one that was murdered. So Court just died. Oh, but he's coming back. Oh, well, it's okay, because Court's going to be at the back anyway for cause of caution. We got a battle. It's Blen versus Rapid Skill. Blen's going to try to hang it around the inside. Here comes Random as well into third place. And Court is going to... Oh, he's going to murder the 27. Okay, that one was justified. And they are going to give him a 2 out of 3 for that. So Court's going to be put on probation for the race at Boysen. Same thing applies to Rapid, unless he already has a... Wait, if Rapid's on probation right now, then that is going to be a suspension then, at the end of this one. I don't know if he's on probation or not. We'll check the penalty report, and we'll make that decision after the race. Four 2 out of 3, 1 2 out of 3. What else? I think that's about all of it, actually. Yeah. Pit road is closed. Pit road is closed. Court is at the back for cause of caution, and he's back there already. Although, to be fair, he spun coming to the line anyway, so he would have been last regardless. Oh, I forgot. Can't do M anymore. 26. So we're coming close. We got 14 laps to go here. Change. I need to change Michelina and Yanov's laps. 0. They're 26 laps down. Yeah, I don't think they're going to win, chat. Oh, you're fixing something? So he's not ready. Oh yeah, that's right. I did. I know. You said it like I said that a million years ago. I did it this morning in the Lime Rock race. Is 4 the new E? Is that what's going on here? Let me just double check. 4 is the new E. Fine. Let's just, yeah. Just to humor you. Wait, did I change laps? Yes, I did. Why is Marcel 26? Oh, that's why. Marcel's been here the whole time? I'm surprised. I thought he would have left by now. Green flag back in the air here at Burt Brothers Motor Park. Whatever the hell. I'm still going to call it Utah. I don't care. I grew up with it being Utah Motorsports Campus. Jesus Christ, people. Really? Oh, the 4 does a wheelie! Still green! It's Lime Rock all over again. He's gonna pop another wheelie. And he's been limited. He runs into the CC limiter. Court is your leader. Random behind him. Yeah, Aussie Supercars moment. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. And Random is into second place. And Raffy's just going to shove him out. Well, I guess not really shove him, but he is going to push him out of the way just a tiny bit. Oh, and Raffies didn't like that. He retaliates. He's going to get aggressive into the corkscrew. Here comes Raffies into second place. He's going to try and hunt down Quirt. And this is about as close to racing as we're going to get here for a little bit. And we got one in the back. Car number 1, final warning, pushing another driver off the track. Oh, Raffies gets a little loose. He has a wheel hop. And Quirt will lead the first lap under green in a long time. 13 to go in the Utah E-Prix. This race has potential to finish in a really exciting manner. And Rapid got just absolutely screwed by the CC indicator, or the CC limiters. 13 to go here in Utah, north of the town of Tooele. Adjacent to the Bonneville Salt Flats, which has extensive history of motor racing here in America. A speed land record testing ground. And it's going to go, oh, the 27 pushes the 7 unintentionally, but still. The 27 was there on the ass pack. The 7 seemed pretty inconsequential, though. I'd probably let it slide there. You know who else was letting it slide? Quirt was sliding through the... Oh, and coming out of the chicane. And the 27 is going to take it. Raffies, who's been relatively quick through there all day, with a moment of weakness as Random is into the second place spot, the highest he's been all day. Here comes the 7 to the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to try to pass. It's a three-way battle for second. 12 laps to go here in Utah. I can't remember whether or not Quirt won here last season. I think it was Forza that won here, if I'm not mistaken. We can take a look back there in the Discord channel. No, we can't because Priscilla deleted everything, so I got to go back and I got to enter in every single last freaking result. Oh, no, I don't. That's the truck series that I have to do that for. Random still up into second place, and he's actually got speed. Quirt got into a CC limiter. Either that or he got really loose. You know, they're still trying to get me to speak with her, and I'm not going to do it. Oh, Quirt is... Oh, he's into the limiter. He's got horrible, horrible pace right now. And Random is into the lead of the race for the first time today. But he's not quite safe. Raffies and Blen now have a shot at the win. Random needs a win to lock himself into the championship here, or lock himself as champion. And it might be his only chance because Forza is confirmed to be coming back next season. Oh no, Shoot Miss Kill ran out of battery. Quirt just got into the CC limiter. And even then, Quirt's got enough pace to where if he can keep his nose clean for the remainder of this race, he might have a chance, but Blen tries to wreck him there. I think it might have just been Quirt going in a straight line, but he's having problems. That number 1 car is struggling. Not only has he choked the championship away, but he's looking to choke this race away as well. And that's a label that Quirt's going to have for the remainder of his career. The guy that choked away a surefire championship. He had, keep in mind, he had a massive points lead. He had something like what was it? A 30-point buffer to start off Overdrive. And now he's out of it, like, completely. Even if he wins this race and wins in Boise, it's not going to be enough. Random, 11 laps to go with the trophy in his sights. Not only the Beehive trophy, but the Electric Racing Tour Hankook E-Cup Series trophy. If he can get it done here at Utah, he'll be hoisting the trophy next week in Shoshone on the Wind River Indian Reservation. But he has to do it here first. If he wins here, the pressure is off in Shoshone. Raffies is in behind him. If he wins, he inserts himself into the championship battle, and he knows this. He's already locked up Rookie of the Year honors, but he wants to he wants to do what Lightning McQueen never could do. Win the championship in his rookie season. But he's got to win here first to have a better chance. It's not. Now, that being said, if he doesn't win this race... Actually, yeah. If he doesn't win this race, he might be out of it because Random will lock up the championship with a win. But Raffies is looking... Chick Hicks is a fraud. You're right. Chick Hicks is literally Joey Logano. Cars predicted Joey Logano before Joey Logano. Oh, and Raffies is into the limiter. Did he just choke? Yeah, I think he did. Court's going to get by. He's going to try to chase down Random. And the dang CC limiter strikes again. 10 laps to go here in Utah. Does Random have enough? Michelina, you would know a thing or two about ending a championship. Oh, and Raffi's wheel hops coming into the corkscrew. Court's got his sights set on Random. Will Random choose to defend, or will he just roll over and let Court through? And no, caution's out! What's the caution for? What happened? Was there a flip? Oh, Rapid, it was frozen. So the caution comes out. And that is going to re-rack the field with 7 laps to go. Okay, Court, the difference between him is that you took out a driver. Rapid was all by himself, so... Rapid was not at any danger of taking anyone out, so... Pit road is open, should you choose to pit. And we have a wheel hop there by Rapid Skill. Average McLaren moment. Make sure you cross the line, Rapid. Good boy. Oh, you lost your PC. You might want to tell Gianna that. You need to tell Gianna that then, because she is a little bit upset with you. You should have told her that once you got your PC back. I can probably relay that message to her, but you need to tell her yourself as well. Well, it's worse if you don't tell your team owner. Because now you don't have a job for next season. Actually, you might. I'm actually not sure. I think you do. I think someone picked you up, yeah. I'm changing laps here, guys. Hold on. Oh, God. Are we doing this shit again? Yes, we are. It's a CSX Gable. I don't even get it. I'm not a rail fan, so I don't know. Your friend was texting you mid-race. Okay. That means ready, by the way. The gibberish that I just put there, that means I'm asking you if you're ready. Alright. Well, we need to get going here because we got 7 to go and I don't want to be here all day. Yeah, I know what a CSX is. It's a fucking train. Okay, well, that didn't tell me really anything. Alright, let's go. Are we ready to go? Green flag back in the air here at Utah Motorsports Campus. Okay. Because I know what a CSX is. It's just... Oh, no. Are they going to die? No, somehow they did not. That corner's been tricky all day, but they're going to surely die in this one. I don't know. Court's into the lead. Rapid second. Raffy's just slid into third because Blen choked. Court had a fantastic restart there. That was kind of the secret sauce behind it. They're 3 wide back there for third. And Court is hoping that a caution does not come out. Random is hoping that a caution does come out. That's the difference between the two drivers. But Random, a potential championship rival, is right there behind him. He's going to send it in, Raffies! And despite that, it doesn't work. Random retains second. He actually gains time. And Raffies, his boss and also a championship rival of his, is currently in behind him. They're going to come to the line. And it's going to be 6 laps to go. As the sun sets here where I'm at, so too is the sun setting here in Utah. Oh. There we go. That's a little bit better. Fun fact, there's no lights at this racetrack, so we're never going to have a night race here until they install lights. But it's a sports car track, so I don't know why they would. Battle for second here, Raffies and Random. Second half of this race has been extremely exciting, but there's a penalty. The 4 had an illegal overtake on Blen. And they're telling the 4 to hand the position back, even though Blen is an entire corner behind him. They're going to come in through the corkscrew. Yeah, that's right, a 3 out of 3, which would also lead to a possible suspension. Five laps to go here in Utah. And Rapid is going to get the position back. He can now resume race speed. All good now. Can't yell at me for that one. You get to yell at Michelina instead. And Court is ahead by a country mile, as Random and Raffies are still battling for second. This is going to possibly decide how the finale goes in Boise. And Raffies trying to set it up, going in through the corkscrew. And 27 goes to the inside. He blocks well. He'll block well there and finishes out the trifecta. Raffies is still in behind him. Raffies to the bottom. The 27 leaves it open. And Raffies is going to have the preferred line going in through the corner. Around the inside, the 7 pushes him, and Court also chokes the corner. He's going to wreck. He's going to wreck. Raffies will lead the lap. Raffies, Random, and Court. Random tries to go around the outside. If Raffies wins this race, he has a ticket to Shoshone. And here they go down the inside. Raffies in first place. Random looking for it. Still 4 laps to go here in Utah. Down the inside he goes. Oh no! Court around the inside. That's going to make it a whole lot worse for Random. Here comes Court to the bottom. I don't think Raffies is going to be able to hold on. And they're going to try. Court down the inside. What's he got? He's going to take the lead away, but does Raffies have it to be able to hold on? He'll have the preferred line. Oh, and Random's going to come in! Look at that! This is fantastic racing here, coming to 3 to go. It's a 3-way battle for lead. There's also a battle back there between Rapid and Blend for that 4th place spot. Although, to be fair, that's been kind of raging on the past couple of laps since that penalty was assessed. Court in the lead still, but he's not immune to choking. He could run into a CC barrier. Like we said, no matter how Court does here in these final couple of laps, it's not going to matter for him. These two that we're watching here, Rapid and Raffies, this is the battle for a potential championship. If Random wins the race, he solidifies the title, but Raffies with a win or a 2nd place, that could put him in a very good position. And if he wins and Rapid, or if he wins, yeah, and Rapid, we're going to calculate that actually. I think we already did earlier. Yeah. Okay. So if he wins and Rapid finishes 3rd, that will put Rapid only 9 points ahead of Raffies, which means that Raffies would take the championship with a win and a random 3rd place in Shoshone. Two laps to go, by the way. Court in the lead still. Raffies in 1st. Or sorry, 2nd, I meant to say. I'm sorry. Random in 3rd. Raffies 2nd. And it is Court 1st. Court looking to nab his 6th win of the season. Random also looking for his 5th win of the season. Raffies with his 2nd win of the season. They're going to come into the heavy braking zone here. And, oh, Raffies chokes. Random's going to be right there. Take a look at these 2 bright orange features on the car here. These are the 2 that you're looking at. Raffies trying to defend hard. And Random, give it the spot. Okay, that's good. You're good. You're good. You're good. They tried to get it done through the corkscrew. Meanwhile, they're costing themselves time. Court, if he hits a CC wall, this could open up the race. And we're coming into the final corner. 1 lap to go, presented by Hankook. Court wasn't able to race here all of Overdrive. He got eliminated from championship contention. But he is looking to bounce back. He finally shows up to the last couple of races. Doesn't do so hot. Lockets led. He hits the corner cut. A couple of the people behind him also did as well. This could still open it up. Random just a couple of corners away. And he hits another one. Random's going to go to the back of him. And it's going to open up the door. Here comes Raffies through the corner. We are so coming back here next season. Random with a chance. Into the corner he goes. 1-on-1 with Raffies. He goes to the outside. Here comes Raffies. And up into the corkscrew for the final time. Does he have enough? Random clean through the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd. 1 more sector to go to clinch the title. Raffies has to make a move here. Onboard your Red Bull onboard camera. The final couple of corners. Does Raffies have it? He's going to have one more opportunity coming to the corner. Here comes Raffies. It's not going to be enough. Random is going to win at Utah and clinch the Hankook E-Cup Series Championship. What a way to win this race, and it's heartbreak for Raffies. He had a chance with a classic choke by Court, and it's not going to be enough. And Random, his tenure in the Hankook E-Cup Series dates back all the way back to Season 1. He was among 6 that started the race at Daytona in May of 2024. He was the first ever winner in the Hankook E-Cup Series, and now, it was back when it was the Circle E-Cup Series, actually, and now he is now the newest champion, of which he will be officially crowned at Boysen Motorsports Park next week at the end of the Taco John's Crossroads Classic. And Rafi's so close, yet he just could not get it done, and Random will get his 5th win of the season to tie Quirt. What a way to end this race. What a victory for the 27. There's just not a better feeling than winning a race. It's even better when the stakes are this high. And a driver coming in from Illinois. And he'll get it done in Mormon land. He's got Nephi waiting in victory lane for him to give him a copy of the Book of Mormon. But he'll also win the honeycomb. I'm doing points in real time to make sure that he did in fact clinch it and that I don't look like an idiot. But I am positive. I'm kind of positive that he did. Yeah, no, he absolutely did. He's currently sitting at 1,096 points as a result. Rafi's, who finished second, is going to be given 1,069. Nice. Yeah, that does it. Yeah, Rapid does officially clinch the title. And victory lane is right over there. I'm going to get a picture here as well. What a win for that number 27 car. And of course, as his team owner, I got to brag about my driver for a bit. Can't really say that I doubted him. This man has been driving the wheels off this car all season long. Wind River Racing may not have won the owner's title, but the driver, that number 27, is your driver's champion officially. He will be crowned next week at Boysen Motorsports Park. There's still one race to go. But just like Jeff Gordon in 2001, he's going to claim it early. And he'll do the Polish victory lap around UMC. What a win for that number 27 car. I'm sorry, I keep getting them confused. Random and Rapid, you can definitely see how I got it right there. But Random is your winner. He is your champion. 5 wins on the year. And unfortunately, the heartbreak for Rafi's. He's clinched the Rookie of the Year, the Rookies Championship. But unfortunately, the Drivers' Championship is not his. But he is on the team that has won the the Owners' Championship. 2 champions crowned here today. Shark Motor Club is your Owners' Champion by far. That one is not really negotiable. But wow, just what a win for that number 27 car. And Wind River Racing will overtake Medic Racing Team officially in the owner's standings. They will move into 3rd place. Perez Motorsports should still lock up that 2nd place in the owner's championship, but so that top 2 is definitely secure, but the battle for 3rd will rage on into the race at Boysen Motorsports Park. What a win for that number 27 camp, and we're not done yet. We also would like to remind you that this race, that this victory is fueled by the same ones who fuel you. Victory's First Stop is brought to you by Maverick, Adventure's First Stop. And Random saw a Maverick in person recently as well in his trip to Iowa. Well, he wins the race that is sponsored by the gas station chain, the Maverick Utah E-Prix. Wow. Just wow. I'm just completely out of words. Michelina, can you do me... Or, never mind, Blen's got it, actually. Sorry. Thank you, Blen. And, of course, our resident Mormon, Nephi, is here to congratulate Random on his victory. Of course, I got to get in the photo as well. Because, well, this is my driver. But, yeah, what a win. And Random will win here. Colorado. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. But, yeah, look at this. He's wearing a Bears jersey. Thought it was going to put his job security at risk. But with a win like this, I don't really think it would matter if he... Doesn't really matter if he wore a... I don't know. It wouldn't matter what jersey he wears. He can wear whatever jersey he wants. Because, Random, you are an Electric Racing Tour Hankook E-Cup Series champion. This is not a very good place to take photos, is it? Oh, never mind. I found the right angle here. We're good. We're all good. Nephi, our resident Mormon, he's glad to be here. That's all I can really say. But Random gets it done. Picture's going to be taken in 3, 2, 1. Picture. Yeah, I got him midair. I'm not sure if that's a really good photo, though. You want to try it again? Okay. Okay, we'll take it again. 3, 2, 1. Picture. Yes, I got him. Right there midair. I'm getting better at this. And Random gets it done. He wins the Golden Honeycomb here at Utah Motorsports Campus. His 5th win of the ERT season. Best part is there's a chance for him to get a 6th because we still have one more race to go. The Taco John's Crossroads Classic at Boysen Motorsports Park. And of course, we will also have all the championship festivities there. I should have probably put the stage here at Utah Motorsports Campus in case we did have the clinching thing here today. But I will learn that lesson for next season. Anyway, we'd like to thank you so much for tuning in here on Perez Sports Network, your home for the Electric Racing Tour Hankook E-Cup Series and Maverick E-Truck Series. And as always, it's such a treat to have y'all with us. Congratulations to Random for winning the Utah E-Prix and the Hankook E-Cup Series title, his first championship, and the first champion not named Forza Blaze. He wins the Season 4 championship, and of course, also like to extend a congratulations to Rapid Skill and Shark Motor Club for winning the team's championship here in Season 4. Meanwhile, while that championship's locked up, we still have one to decide next week, and the lady that we have on camera right now is that one driver who's going to be looking to get that championship next week in Shoshone, as Michelina Baranina will try to win the inaugural Maverick E-Truck Series title in the swan song for Racing Spirit of Pagoria, whose team just won the race at Lime Rock earlier today with Maxwell. That's all coming up next week. Maverick E-Truck Series Championship race on Sunday at noon Eastern Time, followed by the Hankook E-Cup Series finale at Boysen Motorsports Park at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. But that's going to do it for our coverage here on Perez Sports Network from Utah Motorsports Campus, the track now known as, by a different name, now known as Burt Brothers Motor Park, which we literally just found out during qualifying. But with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week. From Utah to Wyoming, we're headed to the Wind River Indian Reservation for the finale, the Taco John's Crossroads Classic for the Maverick E-Truck Series and Hankook E-Cup Series. But until next time, thank you so much for stopping by. Until next time, and you know there'll be a next time, have a good one. Random wins the Utah E-Prix and the Hankook E-Cup Series Championship.